What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Hainsey coming back for another video. Today, we are back for round 5 tips for the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Now, last week, best result of the season so far, 7 and 8. Unfortunately, Newcastle beat the Raiders. The Raiders were dreadful yesterday. Well, the time of recording yesterday, on Sunday, ruined my perfect round. So, good on you, Canberra. You guys ruined my perfect round. Good on you. Which means we have now got, I'm trying to remember now, 8, 14, 21 out of 32 so far this season. 23 out of 32. So doing well so far. We're on the rise. Speaking of the rise, we're on the rise for 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at 746 subscribers. We started the year at 600, so I'm doing something right, guys. I'm right. But keep smashing that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on my TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. You guys know the drill by now. Obviously, on Thursday, we're going to have the Roosters and Eels game at Joey Arndt Stadium. I will be there. Can't wait. Going to be a massive weekend for me on the channel this weekend. As usual, the Chooks are back, so it's great to see that. Tomorrow, we're going to have the preview with the Great Man Entertain House for the Roosters Eels preview. The Tips Not Slips podcast is back. Unfortunately, round 3 was taken down by some YouTube, which is a shame. And then last week I was unwell, so I couldn't really do it last week. So we're back. It's back next week. So stick around to the channel, guys. It's gonna be fantastic. Alrighty, guys, let's get into the video. Come on! Yeah! Shall we? Starting off Thursday night, Allianz Stadium, 8 p.m. Sydney Roosters v the Parramatta Eels. Going to be a big game, this one. Got to be at this game. Cannot wait for it. The Roosters, 5th place, $1.59. The Parramatta Eels, 15th, in $2.36. The Roosters off a bye. No Manu. Brown could start. This is going to be before the tips, the team list comes out. Won't have time Tuesday afternoon to do it, so we're going to do it Monday night, unfortunately. So Brown could play. Manu's out, so Allen or Hutchinson could start in the centres. It's going to be interesting what Robbo does. Parramatta Eels coming off a good win against the Penrith Panthers in Golden Point. Got their first win of the season. They've been due for a win. They could have been 4-4, so they're not playing bad footy, the Eels. Roosters, $1.59, good price. Allianz Stadium, can't wait for this game. Roosters obviously win this game, won the 12. It should be a close game, this one, really closer than what people think. Parramatta got a few outs as well. Parlo's out, Junior Polo's out. Sean Lane could be playing. Ryan Madison's back, so Eels looking not a bad squad for the Eels that they're going to have on paper, but I think the Roosters will be too strong. We're looking good, so Roosters won the 12th. Into Friday's first game, 6 p.m. Raiders v the Panthers. The Raiders $3.34, Panthers $1.33, 16th v 7th. Now the Panthers, they did lose that game against the Eels, but are we worried about Penrith this year? Because they've lost 2 games so far this season, which they didn't even lose any in the first 10 weeks in the last 2 seasons. So, is there signs to be worried about the Panthers? I don't think so. They'll build into the season. There's going to be a few outs for this game too for Penrith, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go. Canberra, shocking last week. Jamal Fogarty's back, so that could be a good thing for the Raiders, but it's hard to go past Penrith here. Panthers, 13+. Into Friday night football from Accor Stadium. It's the Rabbitohs up against the Melbourne Storm. The Rabbitohs $1.64 up against the Storm, $2.26, 8th v 9th. The Rabbitohs coming off a great win against the Manly Seagulls. A little bit controversial, but they got the job done. Golden Point, Lockie Ilias starting to repay back what they invested in him after letting go Adam Reynolds. It was a good win for him, good confidence booster. He's been really good this season, Lockie Hill. He's been one of the most improved players this season. Melbourne are decimated by injury. They weren't convincing against the Tigers, but they got the job done. Munster's back. I don't think Hughes is playing, so I might have to go to the Rabbitohs here. Rabbitohs 1-12. Into Saturday, first game in Mudgee, Glen Willow Oval. It's the Manly Seagulls up against the Newcastle Knights. It's second against 12. Manly $1.30, Newcastle $3.56. Now Manly coming off that loss against the Rabbitohs. They weren't bad in that game, but Souths were playing a lot of emotion in that game. So Manly, they're not looking too bad. Manly, Newcastle, another gutsy effort against the Raiders on Sunday. They're 2 out of 4, so not too bad. Is it enough to keep Adam O'Brien's job? He's got 2 weeks to prove it, so we'll see what happens. I think Manly win this game 13+. I think Newcastle, they're up against a tougher opposition this week, and I think Manly will get the job done. Saturday 4:30 or 5:30, the Dragons up against the Dolphins. We're back in the gong, the Wollongong. The Dragons $1.84, the Dolphins $1.97. 14th against 3rd. Now the Dolphins, we'll talk about the Dolphins first here. They weren't bad against the Broncos. The Broncos won that game not easily, but it was a really sloppy game, but they got the job done. The Dolphins, they were decimated by injury, but they hung in there. And they showed that determination. I hate you. Sorry for being rudely interrupted. Now, the Dragons, coming off that disappointing result, second half-wise anyway, against the Sharks, but I think you don't really want to worry about that one because Nico Hines had a field day. So, the Dragons will be concerned, Anthony Griffin has still got another 6 weeks to prove himself, but the Dragons' second half performances the last 2 weeks haven't been good. Up against the decimated Dolphin side, I am going to lean towards the Dragons here in Wollongong. They have a good record in Wollongong, so I'm going to tip the Dragons 1-12. Into Saturday, 7:30, it's the Brisbane Broncos up against the West Tigers. It's first against last. Broncos $1.26. The Tigers $3.90. Broncos, good win against the Dolphins in the Brisbane Derby on Friday night. While the Tigers, they're 0-4 and they look dreadful. In saying that, ready for the curveball. Tigers have a great record against the Broncos, especially at Suncorp. They won the last 3 there. I am going to lean towards the Tigers here in an upset, 1-12. I know the Tigers, they have an upset in them. Whenever they are backs against the wall, they do come up with an upset, especially when they play like the Broncos or Parramatta the week after on Easter Monday. I'm going to lean towards the Tigers. I know it sounds stupid and I'm going to get this wrong, but I do have a soft spot for the Tigers. I am going to tip the Tigers here. Sunday game, Sharks v Warriors. Sharks 5th. Warriors 4th, $1.39. Warriors $3. Now the Sharks coming off a good win against the Dragons. The Warriors, good win as well against the Dogs in New Zealand. They showed some resilience, the Warriors, this year. And I thought, I'm wrong so far about the Warriors. It's a long season to go though. So can they keep this up? Sharks, 13+ victory. Nah. I'm going to go 1-12. Sharks 1-12 over the Warriors. I think the Warriors are playing some good footy. They'll be competitive, but I don't think they have enough to win against the Sharks at PointsBet Stadium in the Shire. Big game there for the Shire, there for the Sharkies. And finally, to wrap this up, Bulldogs with the Cowboys. Bulldogs 10th, Cowboys 13th. Bulldogs $2, Cowboys $1.81. A lot of outs for the Cowboys this week. No Nanai, now Talangi. There's some injuries. Still Drinkwater's not far away either. I'm going to tip the Dogs. Dogs have been good. Cowboys, they weren't convincing against the Titans. I think if it wasn't for some injuries from the Titans during that game, I think the Titans win. They were up 8-0. So, the Dogs, you could say they were dudded against the Warriors, but I don't think so. There was some 50-50 calls could have gone both ways. But anyway, I think the Dogs have been playing been playing more consistent footy, unlike the Cowboys. So I'm going to tip the Bulldogs here, 1-12. And a tight one. And they're all going to be tight ones this weekend. They're at the Core Stadium. It's going to be a big game there on Sunday afternoon at the Core Stadium. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, favourite the video. You guys know the drill. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on my socials. Haynes_YT. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Roosters Eels preview. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, it's goodbye for now.